Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for some more Pokemon OU battles. I went ahead and changed one of these guys, members on this guy, see if you can't spot the difference. Anyways, tomorrow I might be doing an NU battle, just something new. Although we do see new Pokemon, well new movesets and interesting movesets every day here in the low OU format, which is really fun, it really is. Some stuff you never expect, and there goes a Smeargle right off the bat, so we're going to lead off with Gak. Fortunately for us, we don't carry Infestation on this Gak, but that's fine. Whole new different playstyle. So he's going to always lead off with the Smeargle and go with the Spore. Hopefully he doesn't carry Dark Void. Goes with Burloom instead. Good move on his part, mixing it up. But because he went for the Burloom, I'm going to go straight into Yoshi. Gak does not enjoy any physical attacks while Yoshi does. Goes with a Mach Punch, gets a critical hit. That's a 20%. That did hurt. Then he has to go for some curses, start setting up. So I'm not fearing anything this Burloom wants to do, especially with that increase in defense. Burloom's not going to be able to do anything to me. Counter. You can counter all day, but you're going to be dying first before you're able to do anything. Goes for the Bullet Seed. It's going to be doing 3%, how many ever times it decides to start stacking up. He's letting me set out, so I'm going to be A-okay with this. Keep going for curses, and I'm probably going to go straight for a Sludge Bomb. Does decide to go into Skarmory. That's frankly annoying. That really is. That's annoying. So now then, I'm going to switch out to Goku because it's not that I don't want to take anything. It goes for Whirlwind anyways. Huh, so he carries the Whirlwind. I have Poison. Oh, whoops. I put the wrong move item. I'm dumb. Don't forgive me, I am dumb. I meant to put the Poison Orb, but I thought... Why would I... Whatever. Whatever. Takes a chance to sell some Stealth Rock since I am already out here. Goes for some spikes on his own, which means he's going to start Whirlwind here soon. Go straight into Goku. Let me fix my error because I have the dum-dums, and why would I thought I... Poison? Where's that orb? Okay, no, let's just put orb, so I don't have to search. Toxic Orb, there we go. There we go, everything's A-okay. Why did I put Black Sludge? Because I have to go for some more spikes, I will be able to speed. I'm just going to go straight for the Fire Punch. Deal massive damage to Skarmory. Fortunately, we don't have TF3 no more to get rid of these spikes, but he doesn't have anything to get rid of well, he does have his own TF2. Wow, Skarmory lives it. Wow, that's actually something. He goes for some more spikes, but we're going to be able to kill it. Carries weakness policy, so there's that. But it's a lot of good doing to him when he's dead. So now then, he should probably bring in the Dragonite, because we are Choice Scarfed. So he won't be able to outspeed it anyways. Might want to run Choice Band on Goku, but I mainly have a Choice Scarf just to outspeed Choice Scarfers of his own. So that's leading Fortress, so I'm going to go straight for the Fire Punch. No reason why I shouldn't. He's probably trying to get rid of the Stealth Wax. That was a pretty dumb play on his part. There's the Rocky Helmets, but you just lost your two major tanks. Venusaur's going to have a play date all over your team. So I have to go into Salamence. Took the chance to go into Outrage, expecting to set up a D-Dance. He does have the D-Dance, and I am into Outrage as I do carry multi-scale, so I will be able to live one hit. I'm going to go straight for the Dragon Claw. He outspeeds me at the moment thanks to the D-Dance, but I will be able to live one Outrage like I said earlier. And then we should be able to go ahead and get it very low, if not kill it. And then go straight... He goes for the Fire Fang. Why does he go for... I guess he was trying to break the multi-scale, which is a total waste on his part. It really is. He should have gone for something else. It's going to be the end of that battle. See you guys around next time. Ja. Actually, let's go ahead and stay in what's wrong and what should have happened. You know what? Just a little extra in case some people decide to stay. Or just looked at the YouTube timer and was like, wait a minute, something's not right here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and... instant replay this, so we go ahead and see what happens. We are going to... Where's this pause button? Okay, so while this is playing anyways, I guess I'll go over what should have happened. When he brought up Burloom, that was a good thing. He didn't go with the Smeargle, because had he gone with the Smeargle, I would have had Gak. And he could have gone for the first turn Spore, which a lot of people do carry. People also do carry Dark Void, so it is a bit of a mix-up as whether or not Gak would be able to take the sleep from the Spore rather than the Dark Pulse, because we really don't want to be asleep. We want to get the residual damage on that Smeargle. So that's something we would have been able. Had he carried the Spore, that would have been a good move on his part, because he would have really been able to do anything as I kept him trapped. And just pretty much whittle him down. So he did leave with the Burloom, but the moment I went straight into Venusaur and started setting up, he did go into Skarmory, which is a good move on his part, but he really should have immediately done that instead of waiting around to see what I was going to do. And then when he brought out the Skarmory, that was a good play, but then I immediately brought out Goku, and I brought it down. The weakness policy is something he shouldn't have. He shouldn't have had the weakness policy. Yes, he runs max defense and max HP, as we saw from our attack, but he really shouldn't have run that. He should have ran something else, like Leftovers, or, something more beneficial for Skarmory. And then, judging by the fact that he had the weakness policy, he most likely was more physical offset and special offset rather than actually being a tank, which in my case, he probably had Aerial Ace, and then, he probably had Brave Bird, and probably like Steel Wing or something, something not needy. He should have been running Roost, Spikes. Brave Bird is okay. If you want to go a little bit more offensive, that's okay, but Protect really is, I like Protect a lot with Skarmory, just so you can see, especially with those fire guys. Do they want to go for a Flare Blitz? Are they trying to overpredict you? Just go for the Protect. So you are going to be seeing a lot of fire Pokemon to go ahead and counter Skarmory for that reason. Anyways, and then once I brought out Squirrel, I fucked up, really. I should have had the Toxic Orb rather than the Sludge. I have no idea what else to think about that. So that's an error on my part. We also gotta fix Gardevoir now that I realize that she still has her little Mega Evolution Stone. So let's fix that while I'm talking about some things. Get rid of this Gardevoir and put in not Leftovers, but Expert Belt would be very nice. Or Life Orb as well would be nice as well. I'm gonna go straight for the Expert Belt, just because we do have a nice variation. Go rid of the Hyper Voice and go for the Dazzling Gleam. There we go. Okay, everything's okay now. And then once I brought down the Skarmory, he should have brought out the Fortress. That was a really incredibly dumb move on his part. I had no reason why I should not go for Fire Punch and just go ahead and one-hit KO that thing. That was a really dumb move on his part. Once he saw the Fire Punches, you should either know I'm Choice Banded or I'm Choice Scarfed. Since I didn't take any leftover damage, he should probably bring in, judging that, the Tyranitar, get some sand up, and be able to take the Fire Punch. Because mostly people run when they see in front of us, it's either Choice Band, Choice Scarf, or Life Orb. I do see some Expert Belts. They're not as plentiful as the others, for me at least. So I would have immediately gone into Tyranitar, knowing one of those, take a Fire Punch, probably get down to probably a little bit, depending on how bulky the Tyranitar is, either above half or a little bit underneath half, depending on how bulky he is. Because he does resist it, but then like I said, it all depends on his bulk and his HP. So then once Tyranitar's out, I would have been forced to switch out into probably my Venusaur or into Gligar to be able to take the oncoming Earthquake that should be coming. And if it was an oncoming Earthquake, I probably might have switched into Venusaur just to go ahead and get the Giga Drain, because I know I would have been able to live one Earthquake, but then again, it is in sand. That would have been a pretty stupid move on my part, and Gliscor would have been the better, safer move. Since I am flying, I would have been able to dodge that Earthquake and not take any damage, as well as we're ground and the sand is going to be helping us as well. So once I made that move, then he can switch into Burloom if he really wanted to, and start trying to do some fancy stuff. Or he could have switched into a Salamence and start getting D-Dances off. Had he switched into Burloom, I think I carry Sludge Bomb. No, I don't carry Sludge Bomb because we don't have Sludge Wave. On Squirrel, I carry Cross Poison, so I would have been A-okay with that, especially with the knockoff. I would have been fine going in and just wrecking that Burloom's day. Had he gone for the... Oops, wrong one. Had he gone for the Salamence, I probably would have gone for knockoff. Really, I would have probably gone for knockoff to go ahead and try to get whatever... Probably the Life Orb or the leftovers that I had on the Salamence. To go ahead and get rid of that. Or if it had Choice Band as well. But I really had no answer for the Salamence. So the Salamence would have been the better call given my position, but he didn't know that. So knowing this, I would have looked at Gliscor as the usual Earthquake, Stealth Rock, Protect, Roost. Not Protect and Roost, just one of the two, Roost or Protect. And then possibly Knockoff. So I probably would have gone in knowing that with the Salamence, expecting an Earthquake or something. Since I did bring in Gliscor on to the Tyranitar. I really had no moves for Tyranitar other than Knockoff. But like I said, Gliscors do carry Earthquake, and that probably would have been a bad situation for him. So I would have switched into Salamence, get D-Dance off, try to predict the Earthquakes. Would have gone for the Knockoff, he would have lost his item. But then once he saw the Knockoff, he probably could have realized I didn't have Earthquake. I might carry Stone Edge or something like that. But there's just so many risks you can take. There's so many moves you can predict, but it comes down to, are you going to take the risk and gamble as to what I can do to you? Had he stayed with the Salamence, gone for another D-Dance to get, a +2, all I could do at that point would be cross poison, and hope to get the poison damage. Once there, he can start going for Outrage and just start wrecking my team, except for my Gardevoir. He could also go for the Dragon Claw, that'd be fine. Just start doing massive damage to my team, since with the +2 Dragon Claw. Yes, I would have been able to live a couple, especially with an Outrage. I would have been able to live 2, well 1. Dragon Claw might be able to barely live a couple, or just be 2-hit KO. Depends on how lucky I get with min-max. So there would have been that, and then once I got low, he could predict the Roost or Protect to get back some HP, go for another D-Dance, and it just all comes down to that. And then once the Salamence got set up, I really couldn't have been, I would have been able to stop it. Sure, I could bring in my Goku and just go ahead and try to get that Stone Rock Slide. I did carry Stone Edge, but out of 12 uses today, I missed 8. So I replaced it for Rock Slide just to make sure I'd hit more. So there would have been that. I would have gone for the Rock Slide, and yes, it would have been doing a good chunk, but he did have 3 D-Dances off, and I'm not sure I would have been able to outspeed with Choice Scarf. We could go ahead and do the math if we really want to, but I'm just throwing out, hypothetical things, because when it comes down to it, it's all hypothetical. Things could have gone well. I could have got a crit and really messed it up. You never really know. It all comes down to hypothetical guesses. Anyways, he would have wreaked havoc on my team at that point in time. So he would have been doing pretty good. And they still had the Smeargle with the Sleep Powder or Dark Void or whichever we carried, hopefully the Sleep Powder. So he could have also brought that in and just go straight for the Spore. Or Dark Void or whichever he had. So there would have been that. That's what he could have done. I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys off of there. Just to throw you some information as to what he could have done to be able to bring this back. And not throw in the Fortress of all things. Why would you throw in a Fortress when just some place to improve? Just think about the situation. What can you do to get the most out of your team? And how can you use your team to your advantage? Especially with that Salamence. Once you start getting the Salamence on D-Dance and Draco Meteors, it's not going to be a fun time. So there's my little tidbit of information. See you guys around next time. For reals this time. Ja.